We're in San Diego and we're looking north, and we can see North Celestial Pole is above our northern horizon. Since our latitude is 32.5 degrees north, we know that North Celestial Pole is 32.5 degrees above our northern horizon. Now, right next to North Celestial Pole, there is a star. This star is called Polaris, and this Polaris is a fairly bright star, but it's not the brightest star in the sky. And it helps us find this North Celestial Pole in San Diego. To find this North Star or Polaris next to North Celestial Pole, we need to find the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper is not a constellation, but it is what is called an asterism. An asterism is a shape within a constellation. In this case, this is called the Big Dipper. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars. These two stars are in the bowl of the Dipper. This is called the bowl of the Dipper, and this is called the handle of the Dipper. If you find the two stars at the end of the bowl of the Dipper, and we follow them 5 times the distance between these two stars, we reach North Celestial Pole in San Diego, at least close to it. And that's how we find the North Star in San Diego. Once you find the North Star, you found North Celestial Pole in San Diego. As we watch the stars in the north, we can see that some of the stars are rising in the east, in this case northeast and east, and they're setting here. They're setting here in the northwest and the west. And so the stars are all going round and round North Celestial Pole just because the Earth is rotating. And so the position of all the stars in the sky is changing, except it's very difficult to see the position of the North Star change because it's so close to North Celestial Pole. So the North Star makes a little tiny circle around North Celestial Pole. This circle, it represents what we call circumpolar stars in San Diego, so we can see which stars will never set in San Diego. The circumpolar stars are stars that don't set from a given location. So in San Diego, the stars within this circle, within 32.5 degrees of North Celestial Pole, will never set in San Diego. So this one star and the Big Dipper will never set from our location in San Diego. It'll never dip below the horizon. Now we are in Seattle. This is 47.5 degrees north. We can see that this circle now is much bigger. So we have more circumpolar stars. All the stars within 47.5 degrees from North Celestial Pole are now circumpolar in Seattle. So we can see all of the Big Dipper now. They're all circumpolar from Seattle. Now we can see as the Earth rotates and the stars appear to be going around North Celestial Pole, we can see some of these stars are not going to go below the horizon. So let's take a look at the Big Dipper and see how it's going to go around North Celestial Pole in Seattle. So we can see all the stars going around, and here is the Big Dipper, and the Big Dipper is going to just closely touch the horizon, but it's never going to go below the horizon. Now we are at the North Pole of the Earth, and we can see North Celestial Pole, there's zenith. And we can see that none of the stars are going below the horizon. They are all circumpolar at the North Pole of the Earth. Also, note one more thing. At the North Pole of the Earth, all the directions are just south. You can't go farther north, and there is no east and west. If you move away from the North Pole of the Earth, You're always going south. That's why all the directions are south.